Hi there, my name is Sandy Zimmer. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card from the Stamp of the Month for July 2023. And it's showing here in our catalog, the July-August 2023 catalog. And I'm using this tiny little stamp here. I've got it on my little 1-inch block and the intense black ink. And I'm just lining those up. I've drawn a line there so you can see how I'm stamping those and just having them touch. And I did miss a couple of spots here, so I am just using my journaling pen to make those connections. And then you can see that it creates a beautiful little border. So now you can see in the catalog here, it tells me the ink colors that were used. So I'm using the ballerina, the wisteria, and the honey butter. And you can see in the catalog that they have been colored in. So I'm just squishing together that ink pad, and I'm using my small round water brush to just paint in with the honey butter there. So that goes pretty quickly, and it's lovely because it matches perfectly with the papers that we're going to use. Not that we're really using a whole lot of paper, but we are using that honey butter paper. So I did do quite a bit of this off camera, but I am just showing you here how I'm just sort of spritzing it. Now, I don't think that was in the original, but I just wanted to do that anyway. Also, now here I'm just doing the same technique with the wisteria and just painting that in. And of course, you'll see me do that in a little while with the ballerina as well. So I'm just coloring in those flowers. I realized after a minute here that I didn't color them in exactly the same way that they did, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just to show you the technique of how they created this card is really what I was wanting to do. So you can see there, those are the next colors. Here's the ballerina. Now this ballerina, when you look at the ink pad, to me, it doesn't look the same as it is for the actual color, but the colors on the outside of the ink pads are exactly the colors that you'll see. So that's kind of neat. So again, I did some of this off camera, and I am speeding it up a little bit here so that you don't have to watch me paint each one of those tiny little flowers. And that's almost done. Now I did decide to go in with a green marker to color in the leaves. So I'm using that dull green just to color those in. And it doesn't really show me what color they used for the leaves, so I just went ahead and did that. So that part is all finished up now. So I guess I wanted to just add a little bit more detail with that purple. So I went in with the lavender blend marker and just added a little bit more detail on those little ones. So you can see here that I'm laying over that overlay from the stamp just to see where the bee is going to go, and off camera I stamped that on there. And now I'm using that sentiment just because, and this is also off of that stamp set. So I'm just kind of putting it at the top there. So far so good. I'm using some Post-it notes here just to mask off the area so that I don't get ink all over the bottom part here. And I'm just using one of our blender brushes to put that pale pink up on there. Or sorry, not pale pink, ballerina ink up there, just as they had done in the original card. And so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to color up the flowers that are on that bee, and of course the bee itself. So I decided this time that I was going to use the shimmer pen for a little bit of that. And then I also decided that I would maybe just go in and do some of that coloring with the markers just to be a little faster here and to have those colors be a little bit more prominent. And now I'm using that gold brown blend here, and I'm doing the bee's body. So a little bit of light in the middle and then dark. Now here I used the honey butter, and I did it at 1/4 of an inch, and then when I looked back at the example in the book, I realized it was just done at 1/8 of an inch. So you'll see later that I changed that out. I'm also putting it on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 wisteria. And here I want to use that background stamp, and I'm actually just putting it on my finger and stamping it in the ballerina for the background. You could put it on a block. I just found this faster. And I'll lift that up so that you can have a closer look at it and see how that all looks. So I feel like it's coming together fairly well, other than that strip of paper is too wide. So I've also gone ahead and grabbed the gold glitter gems just as they had used, and I popped those on my card. I thought I would add a little bit of the diamond stickles in the middle of those flowers, so that wasn't on the original card, but I just added them in because I love them. So you can go to my website, sandyzim.closetomyheart, and purchase things. If you'd like this video, please hit subscribe. And again, my name is Sandy Zimmer. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time.